Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and welcome back to another instalment of the Now Review. So here is the 2021 edition of Now That's What I Call Summer. So let's start things off with the cover. Obviously, in the past, these have been very summery, as you'd expect. And the tradition does indeed continue here. You have two ice lolly rocket-shaped ice lollies. They're classic ice lollies you get in the summer. You also have an ice cream in the background there with some sprinkles on it. Love that. You've got a predominantly yellow font colour for the title there with some, is that like red or pink trimmings? A bit different shades of both. Really cool. Blue sky in the background, exactly what you want in the summer. Sometimes we get it here in England, sometimes we don't. Overall, though, this is a great cover. Strong summer iconography, really nice colour blends, all good stuff. And the tagline here says a scorching smash hits for your perfect party playlist. And those include Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, Bob Marley and Funkstar Deluxe, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, Joel Corey, Fee Mnet, Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa, Jennifer Lopez, Pharrell Williams, ABBA, of course, Cher, Ricky Martin, Justin Timberlake, Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, Chico, oh no, CNCO, sorry, not Chico, and Little Mix. Lots of recognisable names there. So as always, let's turn this on over to the back. We've got 4 CDs this time around, so let's see what's on them. Okay, CD1 is Dance Pop Party, kicking off with Black Eyed Peas. I got a feeling. I mean, yeah, that is a summer song to its core, isn't it? Justin Timberlake, Can't Stop the Feeling, great tune. Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande with Rain on Me. That was one of their biggest hits of the last year, wasn't it? You have a Joe Corey and Mnet with Head and Heart, one of my favourite songs from last year, cracking song. You got Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa with One Kiss, Kylie Minogue with Spinning Around, Cher with Believe, Spice Girls Wannabe, Psy with Gangnam Style. Are people really still playing that? Summer 2021, nearly 10 years later. You got Pharrell Williams with Happy, Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars with Uptown Funk. You've got D-Light with Groove Is in the Heart, Junior Senior with Move Your Feet, Eric Pride's Call on Me, Run DMC and Jason Nevins, I think that says, with It's Like That. Hey Ya by Outkast, Rita Ora with Anywhere, Jonas Blue and Dakota with Fast Car, D8 Boulevard, I think that says, with Point of View. Don't really know that one. You got Duck Sauce with Barbra Streisand. Oh god, that's a throwback, isn't it? And yes, Infernal from Paris to Berlin, one of my favourite dance songs from the mid-2000s. Some of you might not remember it, but honestly, it's a cracking song. You don't see that turn up on any of these compilations, really. I'm so glad that's on here. There must be a 2000s fan at the Now team. Really happy that concludes track 1, and that is 21 tracks. CD2 is the Sizzling Summer Party. So you've got Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello with Senorita. You've got Jennifer Lopez with On the Floor, Ricky Martin with Living La Vida Loca, Bob Marley and Co. You got CNCO and Limits with the reggaeton one. You got some older songs as well, like Miami Sound Machine with Conga. You've got a Los Lobos with La Bamba. DJ Sammy with The Boys of Summer. Another one of my favourite 2000s dance track. Of course, a remix of a song from the 1980s. But yes, big tune. Pitbull and Kesha with Timber. Last Ketchup with the Ketchup song. Has to be. Is that the Span-English version? Alright. Got some more songs down here. Some I'm not too familiar with. Let's go further down. Got In the Summertime, Red Red Wine, Mambo Number 5, and the Macarena, big tunes there. The Tide is High by Blondie, and Summertime, because of course it is indeed the summer. That's disc 2 with 20 tracks there, so that's 41. CD3 is the ultimate 80s party, that's what I like to see. You got Flashdance, of course, I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. UB40's on here, Bananarama. You got Katrina and the Waves, Kenny Loggins with Footloose, Ads and the Plastic Population, S-Express, the Communards, Dead or Alive as well. Male Stripper by Man to Man. I can't say I'm too familiar with that. It's quite raunchy for a Now title, isn't it? Soft Cell with Tainted Love, Big Banger, The Human League with Don't You Want Me, Culture Club, Karma Chameleon, Dexy's Midnight Runners with Come On Eileen. You got Manus with House of Fun, The Weather Girls with It's Raining Man. And finishing off, you have So Macho by Sunita, which I would have chosen a song Toy Boy. So Macho is quite an outdated song in many respects, I think. I don't know. I don't really think it flies these days. The Bangles with Manic Monday, and you've got Bill and Jennifer, of course, with I've Had the Time of My Life. Is that a summer song? I don't know. So, but anyhow, that's 20 tracks. That's 61. And CD4 is the Red Hot Throwback Party, kicking off with a big throwback right on time by Black Box. Again, one of my all-time favourite late 80s, early 90s dance songs. Just gets people moving all the time. Glad it's on here. You've got Rhythm of the Night by, not going to say that name. It's My Life Dr. Alban, another big, I'm so glad there's a lot of like early 90s like Eurodance on here. Just so good. You've got Feel It, another big one. Rhythm is a Dancer, of course, the theme tune for the channel. It has been for a long time now. A Touch of Class with Around the World, La 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 La, which has been sampled recently, hasn't it? You've got CNC Music Factory with Gonna Make You Sweat. Dreamer by Living Joy is a big one. Brothers in Rhyme with Such a Good Feeling. You've got Rosello with Everyone's Free to Feel Good. Another one that says free underneath it. You've got Finally by Cece. You've got Alex Party with Don't Give Me Your Life. Lots more songs down here. Some of these I honestly don't recognise that much. I'm surprised why, actually. Okay, you got Blue Pearl, some Bobby Brown, ATB. And the last one on here is Guru Josh with Infinity. Definite throwback. That's the original version by look of it, not the 2008 version. So that's 21 tracks, which takes your grand total of this CD album to 82. So, dear viewers, 82 tracks across 4 CDs. That's quite a generous offering, if you ask me. But we'll do our usual where we open it up, see what's inside this thing. Oh, look, its previous Now albums also available is Now Back of the Net Footy, which we covered, which is a 2 CD album, and Now Live Forever the Anthems, or Now the Anthems Live Forever. I can't remember which one it is. You got some summary things in the background. Seagulls. Look at that seagull. Look at him. You got the Ice Lollies again. More seagulls. Big part, apparently. Follow Now Music on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I think YouTube's new. They ditched Snapchat, but I don't remember them putting YouTube on before. That's nice, though. Got a bit of representation on the YouTubes. And if we open it up again, here we go. So you have, different coloured discs. That makes a change. So you've got CD1, which is, you've got ice creams and ice lollies and, ice creams and ice lollies. So it's mainly a yellow disc with a pink trim. This one is a orange disc with a yellow trim, which doesn't look as nice. Just looks like a big globule of cheese. Is it the same? Oh, no, look, more different ones. So you got a pink disc with a yellow trim and a red disc with a yellow trim. Nice. I'm so glad, actually. It's such a small thing, but we don't tend to get different coloured discs in many of the Now releases these days. They all opt for the same colour scheme, which is fine, but it is nice to have some variety, so I'm glad we've got that there. It's in this sort of like little sleeve style, helps the environment, saves on the old plastic cases, so I'm all for it now. I've gotten used to it. So, folks, 82 tracks, is it worth it? Well, one thing to keep in mind, of course, as I mentioned, is this is by no means the first Now Summer album. Now I've done several of these over the years. They tend to do one every year. So I would look at the track list of the last few. I think this is the first one, or the first main one, that has had 4 discs instead of 3. A lot of them used to be 3 discs. Some of the really early ones only were 2. Indeed, the original vinyl release was over 2 vinyls. However, I think there's a Now 100 Hits Summer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that would have been across 5 discs, I imagine. So double check that. Basically, cross-check these. Make sure this has got the right songs you want. Although I have to admit, I'm very impressed by the track list on here. You've got everything you want. I think segmenting it into different parties, like modern, 80s throwback, I think that was a really good idea for them to do. And this is a great purchase, and it's only £10. Only $9.99. Great new price point for these albums. It'll probably come cheaper in time, but if you want that summer playlist on CD, then this is definitely the one you should be going for. It's available in all the usual places, all the online retailers, also some supermarkets, Tesco, Morrison's, but also places like HMV. But you can get it on places like Amazon too. But that's all for this installment of the Now Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Let me know your comments. You're going to pick up this album. If you haven't already, please do me a little favour and hit subscribe. And until the next one, folks, I will see you next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, Bruce Danton, The Broken Kitsumanoid, Tobos Krotz, Polsky Liz, Globe of Reviews, Trev Hughes, and Kevin Aikman, our AMTV staff members.